Do you use Bootstrap? Are you old? Oh no, I have to use my brain because I don't want to use my brain. And now I'm gonna have to actually use my brain. You know, you come across a class sometimes in life and you just think that class is just classic. Background red 500, that is one of them. Not ideal, not cool. Not cool, daisyUI, not cool. daisyUI, I've heard a lot of good things about daisyUI. I've never actually built anything of substance with daisyUI. I did a first impression video a long time ago. So this is gonna be a second impression video. So I'm gonna build a little project with Nuxt and daisyUI. So I'm just gonna create a new Nuxt project, and then we're gonna it's really important that I name that something interesting. So yeah, I'm just gonna create a little Nuxt project, and then I'm gonna install daisyUI, and then we're gonna build something with it, and we're gonna see how it is to use. If it's good to use, if it's not good to use, if it's fun to use, if it's not fun to use, if the website looks good, if the website doesn't look good. All of these questions are gonna be answered in this video. And, oh, what have I got to do here? It's been a while, by the way, since I've created anything with Nuxt. So this is going to be quite interesting. Maybe. It's going to be quite good to refresh my brain. So luckily the documents are really good, so it'll be easy. So we're just going to let this install, and then we're going to look at installing daisyUI. And then we're gonna build something. So I'll be right back when this is finished. Whew, okay, that's done. Just follow these instructions. No, we don't wanna do that. CD into it, and then npm run dev. Okay, CD, second. Do you know what, I'm gonna open this in a new window. So that's gonna start running on localhost 3000. So while that's warming up, whatever you wanna call it, loading, let's have a look at what we've got to do with daisyUI. So how to use install. So we can do, just follow these instructions. Okay, have we got a tailwind.config.js file? No, we do not. Oh, handy. Okay. I remember this now, actually. Pretty sure I've done a setup before, but it was a while ago. Okay, let's just see what's going on here. Okay, maybe I just need to create a tailwind.config.js file. Well, do you know what? I am all over the place. Let's just run this command first. Let's just run this command, see what happens. Let that install. Okay, I don't see a tailwind.config.js file, so let's make one. Okay, let's copy this. Do you know what? I haven't installed Tailwind. I should probably install Tailwind first. Silly boy. Silly boy. Okay, framework guides. Next. Do you know what? I think I did a video on installing Tailwind in Nuxt before. How stupid is that? I do promise you, I know what I'm doing. Not on this occasion, I don't know what I'm doing. But in general, I know what I'm doing. This is a very bad example of that. Okay. Let's actually start using daisyUI, because this is a bit ridiculous how long this is taking me. So we want to create some components. So the first component I want is, I want to do a nav bar. So I'm going to have a look at daisyUI, go into the components, and try and find navigation. Here we go. So a nav bar. And what we're going to do, we're just going to find one and copy the code. Yeah, we'll choose that and paste it into a component. So I'm just going to copy that. I'm going to go components, and I'm going to say navbar .vue. I'm going to paste that in, save it, and then we're going to put that into our default layouts. embed end tag. Do you know why? See, this is something that makes Tailwind UI really good. It has Vue components and React components and plain HTML components, whereas these are basically just as default plain HTML. So I have to actually write a template, and it's not a major issue, but I just forgot to do it. So that's coming from Tailwind UI, that is a bit annoying, but you know, it's just how it is. Okay, so we've got a nav bar up there, so that's quite good. Is it responsive? No, so I guess there's only 2 items. Maybe if I had used one of the other ones, it would be. That's weird though, isn't it? I'm clicking that, nothing happens. Because there's nothing there. Is that weird? Is that a weird example to not actually have a menu? That's weird, isn't it? Is there one with menu items? Yeah. Oh, responsive. Okay, this is probably more what I want. Yeah. Okay. Interesting. All right, you get the point. There are different options and it would work. But for now, let's just leave it at that. So we've got our nav menu, so now we want a hero. So maybe if I can just go to all components. Okay, here we go. What have I done here? Okay, so let's get rid of that. So we've got our nav bar in our layout, we've got the slot. So let's go and make a page, okay? And we're gonna call this page. How do you do the home page again? How do you do the home page? I'm not sure. Okay, let's have a look. Let's just call it home for now, and then I'll change it when I figure out. Also, I don't think they capitalize them for some reason for the pages. Okay, so we're gonna say template. And we want a hero. You know what? That's nice and clean, isn't it? Doesn't look as polished as Tailwind UI, but there's something nice about it. It's just very clean. So let's paste that in here, and we don't want this content here. I mean, I'll save it and show you it working. So I'm so stupid, aren't I? Why have I done that? I need to make a component for that. So we're going to call this hero. Okay. So we'll change these to be props in a minute, but let's just go back to our home page. And we're going to say hero. So now I have to navigate to home. And we've got our nav, but we don't have a hero. Why do we not have that? Pages, home. It's called hero. So I need to put a div. Am I being stupid here, or are the documents kind of leaving out big gaps? Let's have a look at this then. So, okay, yeah, so Nuxt layout. Oh, okay, Nuxt layout, and then Nuxt page in there. Okay, let's have a look at that. All right, that's working. I would have thought that maybe they mentioned that in that section, but whatever. Okay, so we've got a nav, we've got a hero. What else? We could make a footer. Let's make a footer. So let's have a look. Go back to components. Oh, before I do that, let's just actually show how you would make this reusable. So you're probably going to want a hero on multiple pages, probably maybe just your home page, but you might want it on different pages. But either way, it's nice to be able to change this. So you can do that in a couple of ways. You can either use props, or you could use some named slots. So let's just use props, because I can't really think right now. So we want to say, I've come from using inertia.js with Laravel and Vue, so I'm struggling to think if a concept is a Vue concept or it's inertia. So bear with me. So even that setup, is that inertia? Who knows? Okay, so this is what we want. So we want to say props. Now I normally say define props, but I've got a feeling that's inertia. It's not inertia. Okay, that's good. And we want to say quit title. And then we've got button. We're going to make that an object button. Let's call it button data. Oh. So in that we'll have the text, and I mean normally you want a button to do something. That'd probably be a link. Realistically, I'd probably change that to a link. So let's do that. So href equals something. So now we can just pop these in here. Kind of lost the point of what I'm doing. This is going to be a video about daisyUI, but I'm just kind of, I mean it is daisyUI still, but I'm doing a lot of Vue stuff. By the way, just to get my actual thoughts on daisyUI second time around, I do think it's quite good so far based on these two components. If I wasn't faffing around with Nuxt so much, trying to remember how to actually do things, I'd be appreciating daisyUI a lot more. So I do think it's good. That is my verdict on it so far. I think the first time around I thought it was good, but actually using it, I think it's pretty good. So anyway, back to this. So we're going to say button underscore data dot title. This will make sense in a minute as well. So we're going to say button underscore data. Oh, why is that happening? Dot href. And yeah, I think that's all we need for that. Save that. And then when we come back to our home page here, which by the way, I clocked, so I should just call it index. Let's do that. And then that will actually be the home page. And now we say hero, and we can pass it some props. So we've got our, we don't need the colon, we've got our title. We can say this is our title. And then we can say subtitle. We can say our subtitle will display here. And then we can say our button data. And I'm going to create this below, and we'll just call it the same thing, button data. So now if I go and create a script, and then I can go const button data, make an object, and we can say title, button title, probably make this a string, definitely make it a string. And then we can say href, and we can say, we don't have a page yet, but we can just say get started. We'll have to create that because it probably won't like that. So save that, and now go back to our home page, get rid of that because that won't be there anymore. So this is our index, this is our title, our subtitle will display here, button title, and it's linking to get started. You can see the bottom left there. but that page doesn't exist, so it's probably gonna break. Also, this isn't a Nuxt lesson, but I think you're gonna use like Nuxt link instead of just normal link tags. So yeah, there's that. Okay, let's do a footer because we're having so much fun. Why stop the fun when the fun's only just got started? Okay, so one observation I want to make, right? Very good, daisyUI, and I think I said this before, better than anything I've ever made. So I don't want to be negative about it, but it doesn't look as good as Tailwind UI, in my opinion. It doesn't look as polished. I mean, that's part of the charm of it, I guess, because it looks more kind of, I don't know. When something isn't completely polished, it actually sometimes has a better impression. I don't know. It just it's got more charm to it. But yeah, I do like Tailwind UI. I'm a bit biased. You probably realise that by now. I do like it. But what can you do? Okay, so let's say footer top view, and I'm going to put the template tag this time. Template. Then we're going to paste that footer in, and then I'm going to go to our default layout, and I'm going to put that underneath the slot. Oh, got hiccups. Okay, save that. Now we've got a footer. There, pretty good. So that's how you do stuff. Shall we just maybe try and change the color or something just to see how easy that is? Because obviously with Tailwind UI, well, not obviously, if you've used Tailwind UI, this will be obvious, but you've got all the classes. This is the difference between daisyUI and Tailwind UI. In daisyUI, if we have a look, just look at the footer, for example, look at the classes. They're just like a couple of classes. Whereas for Tailwind UI even, you've got all of the utility classes. Like it's made from the Tailwind CSS classes, whereas this is using them behind the scenes. So it's a different concept. It is different. I guess both of them have pluses and pros and cons. So it depends how you like to do stuff. This is, I guess, I don't know about simpler in the sense that there's less classes, but you have to kind of configure your color scheme and your theming to get the most out of it, which is good, and it's fine to do that. So it just depends really what your preference is, and probably what you've got more experience with, because I think that's what it comes down to. If you're used to using something, it's easier to just keep on doing it that way rather than learning a new concept. So I would probably say for me, I prefer Tailwind UI, but the only reason for that is because I've used it so much. If I probably started off using daisyUI, I would probably prefer using daisyUI, but I would never know because I'm in this situation now. So what I was going to do anyway, getting sidetracked, I just wanted to change the color. So yeah, see what I mean about theming? Background base 200. I've got a feeling that is a daisyUI class. Let's have a look. Is there some sort of daisyUI config? I think you probably put it all in here. You can probably do that theming in here if I remember rightly. But let's just change that to the classic background red 500. It's just a classic class. You know, you come across a class sometimes in life and you just think that class is just classic. Background red 500, that is one of them. There you go, it's worked anyway. So that's that. Oh, we're having so much fun. It seems a shame to stop. Let's maybe add something else just for the fun of it. What else would be good? Because look, there's so many. Should we just whack some random stuff in? What would actually be useful? Carousel. Do you still use carousels? I thought that was one of those things that people would laugh at. Countdown. Interesting. I'll tell you what, right? Let's do something because I actually want to do this in something. Let's make a banner, and you get those pressure sales techniques where it's like, oh, this offer is expiring in like 2 hours. Get this offer now. Let's make something like that. So let's see if they have banner. Banner. No, don't have a banner. They probably call it something different. Diff, what's that? Side by side. Okay. Yeah, what is that? Is that one of those? Okay. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So I want to do countdown. I tell you what, there's a lot more components on this, a lot more than on Tailwind UI. See, things like that, that's quite good, isn't it? Browser mockup, window mockup, code mockup. I've actually used that before. That's the only thing I've ever used from daisyUI. If you go onto my website, you'll see I've actually used that. I just want, okay. Yeah, this is good, isn't it? This is good. I just want a banner there. Is that too much to ask? Yeah, apparently so. But you know what? A navbar is basically the same thing, isn't it? But we've already done a navbar, so I don't want to. It's a bit boring to do that. What should we do? Oh, let's just do an alert. Okay, yeah, that's basically, that's exactly what I wanted. Okay, so let's just use this one. In fact, let's use this one with a button so we can actually make it seem real. So I'm going to copy that. I'm going to create a new component called alerts. Template. Paste that in. Oh no, I didn't see that. Okay. And then I want to use slots because let's just save that and go to our index and then put the alert above the hero. Let's just put it below the hero. This might look rubbish, but in reality you would make it look better. Yeah, it does look a bit rubbish, but it's fine. And also, yeah, probably wouldn't use like its full width. I'd probably have it kind of a bit of margin. Okay, but we're here, so let's just get on with it. So I'm going to put a slot here. So let's go to alerts, and we're going to say, slot, and we're going to name it. And we're going to say main, because we might want multiple, you see. So main content. Okay, save that. So we would probably, maybe we'd have one for the button here. So let's actually do that. Oh. So let's go slot, name, and we're going to say button. So we just want to have one button. So what we'll do is, let's just get rid of that. Okay, and what I'll do is go to our, go to our index. Let's just close some of these up. Okay, go to our index. Right. Now we've got the alerts. So let's just turn that into that kind of style. And then we're going to say template. And we're going to do hash, and we're going to say main content. And this is how you use named slots, if you're wondering what I'm doing. So this is like a Vue.js concept. Now if I just put anything in here, query, save that, and you'll see query down there. And now if I copy that button or cut that button from the alert, so I'm going to get rid of that. So save that, and now it won't be there. Okay, see? Go back, and now we're going to do another slot here. I'm going to say template hash button. This is the great thing about slots, because I can put HTML in there as well. Save that, and then we've got that button. Okay, so pretty good. So let's just make that visible. That is good. And do you know what else is good? The fact that I remembered that class. That's good memory by me. Anyway, so it's just, this isn't real, of course. So we're gonna put some text here, and then we're gonna put that countdown. So I'm gonna create that countdown element. So let's go back to components, and it was called countdown. So that's nice. That is nice. Let's do this one. Yeah, this one. Okay. So copy that. So you can set the starting time. Okay. We'll just do it how it is for now. So new file, countdown. Template. Do you know what, the more I use this, the more I'm thinking I could actually build a real website with this. It might be quite fun to do. Just because there's all these different components that you don't get on Tailwind.UI. But I have paid for Tailwind.UI, so I kind of feel obliged to use it. I do like it. Right, anyway, sidetracked. So go back, and now we're going to say countdown. And this should work, and this should be really nice. So I'm going to change that text to sign up before the price increases. And then we've got the countdown afterwards. Okay, it's not counting down though, is it? Okay, so let's have a look. I probably missed something here. Do I need to include something else? What am I missing here? So it's pulling it in, but it's not doing the countdown. Why is that? Does it need JavaScript? That's all I can think of. It doesn't say anything about that. Oh, okay. You need to change to, what does that mean? You need to change to, I think that should be you need to change the value CSS variable using JavaScript. Value must be a number between 0 and 99. Oh, okay, all right. Okay. Oh, no, I have to use my brain. See, this is annoying to me because the whole reason I use these component libraries is because I don't want to use my brain. And now I'm going to have to actually use my brain. Or do I? ChatGPT? No, I'm joking. But you could do that. But let's just say, so, const. I didn't think I was going to have to think in this video. And now I have to. Not ideal. Not cool. Not cool, daisyUI. Not cool. So hours. Oh man, this is going to be more complicated than I thought. Let's just do the seconds. Let's just do seconds. Okay, easier. Obviously, you can do this more easily, but let's just do 50 seconds. And also, why is that not changing color? It's really annoying. Anyway. Let's go back to this and just do this one. That's why. Okay. Didn't think I was going to use my brain. Why have you done this to me? I told you I wasn't ready to use my brain. Cannot read that. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. Right. Here we go. Everything's going to be okay. Come back in 46 seconds and let's see if that works. Okay. I think that's worked. Right. That was a mad sidetrack. Mad sidetrack. So, daisyUI, pretty good. I think Tailwind UI is better for what I want it for anyway. But there's got a lot of good components in daisyUI. But you have to kind of, if you want to use things like that, you have to actually use your brain. So, depends how much you want to use your brain, really. If you want to use your brain less, go for Tailwind UI. Although it doesn't have the same sort of components. Maybe if Tailwind UI had components like that, you would have to use your brain more. So yeah, both good. daisyUI, good. Tailwind UI, good. daisyUI is free, so very good. So maybe start with daisyUI, and if you find that it's not good enough for what you need, or it's just difficult, then maybe try out Tailwind UI. But there's other ones out there. I just saw Nuxt.js Pro, which I've never even heard of. When I went on Nuxt just now on the website, I just saw it, so that might be worth looking at as well. Maybe I'll do a video about that. Let me know. So I'd be very interested to know which libraries, which component libraries you use. Do you use daisyUI? Do you use Tailwind UI? Do you use something else? Do you use Bootstrap? Are you old? I'm joking. Do you use Nuxt.js Pro? So let me know in the comments, because I'd actually be very interested to know that. Sorry that went on for so long. Wasn't meant to go on for that long, but if you're still here, say something funny in the comments. Leave a joke, and I will respond with a thumbs up if the joke's funny. And if it's not funny, then you're a joke. So thanks for that.